Good morning and welcome in on this Thursday. Dan Hardenbrook glad to have you along as we take a look at your latest local news from around the region. It is your latest Newberry News Update on M123 FM. Your local news today brought to you by your Farm Bureau Insurance agent. It's Tracy Germain. Remember, for home, auto, life, the farm, and more, it's the experience that matters. Contact Tracy Germain today or stop by the office located on Melville Street in Engadine. In your latest local news this morning, Tahquamenon Area Schools is seeking the public's input as they continue the search for the district's new superintendent. The Tahquamenon Area Schools Board of Education and the Michigan Leadership Institute are teaming up to hire the next leader for Tahquamenon Area Schools. The candidate selected will replace longtime Superintendent Stacy Price, who's retiring at the end of the current school year. Community members are being asked to share what they're looking for in the next school leader. An online survey is currently open through Sunday, March 2nd, so that the district and the Michigan Leadership Institute can gather public thoughts. You can get more information, including a link to take the survey in the most recent edition of the Newberry News. You can also access the survey through the Tahquamenon Area Schools TAS Facebook page. Municipalities around the state of Michigan are getting marijuana tax payments distributed, but Luce County will once again be left empty-handed. The Michigan Department of Treasury announcing late last week that nearly $100 million will be distributed among 302 local municipalities and tribes as part of the Michigan Regulation and Taxation of Marijuana Act. Over the course of the next few days, over 100 cities, 36 villages, 80 townships, and 74 counties, along with 4 tribes, will receive payments from that marijuana regulation fund. For the state of Michigan's 2024 fiscal year, that means each eligible municipality, county, and tribe will receive more than $58,000 for every individually licensed retail store and microbusiness located within its jurisdiction. Local regional receipts include Mackinac County receiving $58,228.66. It's the same total for Schoolcraft County. Chippewa County will receive nearly $350,000, while Alger County will get $116,457.32. Because Luce County has no dispensaries in its limits, they'll receive $0 from the fund. As part of the recent changes in state law, over $931,000 is being distributed among 4 federally recognized tribes in Michigan for the first time. State law outlines how much is distributed to local entities, including tribes, schools, roads, and bridges. Aside from the nearly $100 million in disbursements to municipalities, more than $116 million is being put in the school aid fund for K-12 education, and another $116 million is going to the Michigan Transportation Fund. Get more information by reading the article in this past week's most recent edition of the Newberry News. Luce County Pet Pals has announced that their next pet food pantry will be taking place today. That'll run from 3:30 until 5 p.m. or until supplies are gone at the building adjacent to the Tahquamenon Area Senior Citizens Store in downtown Newberry. The facility, located across from Rahali's IGA, will host the Pet Pals distribution. There are no income requirements. No registration is necessary. However, Pet Pals is asking some basic questions for demographic information. This month's pantry is being sponsored by the Tahquamenon Area Senior Citizens Store. If you want more information or would like to volunteer, you can contact Tina, 906-291-1176. Can pick up for another family, but it's requested you limit it to one additional family. Call ahead before attending the pantry or bring a note from a fellow resident giving you permission to pick up their supplies. The Luce County Clerk's Office is continuing to seek someone to fill the position of the Deputy Register of Deeds and Deputy Circuit Court Clerk. Applicants must have a high school diploma, general understanding of land descriptions, and knowledge of legal documents. You also must be proficient in various computer programs and have excellent customer service skills. Applications can be picked up from the Luce County Clerk's office inside the County Government Building between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. You need to submit an application, resume, and 3 references by the end of the work week. The deadline to apply is 4 p.m. on Friday. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. That is your latest local news this morning. It's your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. The news today brought to you by your Farm Bureau Insurance agent. It's Tracy Germain. Tracy Germain is the one that has the experience that matters most. Contact Tracy Germain, your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent located in Engadine. Time now to check in with sports this morning. It was an overtime thriller and a classic contest in the Division IV District semifinals last night. In Division IV District 101 action, the Newberry Indians traveled to Rudyard, went back and forth with the Bulldogs in a game that finally went Newberry's way, 69-63 in overtime. The Indians overcame multiple double-digit deficits on the night, rallied to pick up that victory. Caden Hamilton hit a game-tying three-pointer in the final 10 seconds of regulation to keep the Indian season alive. With that 69-63 win, Newberry advances to the district championship game later this week. In the other District 101 semifinal, top-seeded Brimley beat up on Maplewood Baptist. They breezed to the title game with a 79-58 win. Brimley will host Newberry at the Carl Parker Gymnasium in Brimley Friday night. Tip-off set for 6 p.m. Another boys basketball district action from the Eastern UP over in Division IV District 102. Top-seeded Pickford rode past Mackinac City. Final score 65-26. Panthers will now host Cedarville Detour, won a classic close contest of their own with a 50-48 win over St. Ignace. The Islanders and Panthers will also play their district championship game at 6 p.m. on Friday night. The girls' basketball regular season wraps up tonight. The Newberry Lady Indians are at home inside the Jail to Cook Gymnasium as they take on the Rudyard Lady Bulldogs. There will be no JV game tonight. It's varsity only. Lady Indians and Lady Bulldogs tipping off at 6 p.m. with live play-by-play coverage available on M123 FM, the UP Sports Network. Wasn't just an exciting night of basketball action for the high school teams. Thriller in college basketball. 8th-ranked Michigan State defeats Maryland 58-55. Trey Holloman launched a buzzer beater from three-quarter court to sink the game-winning bucket. Michigan State improves to 23-5 and 14-3 on the season, still in a tie for first place in the Big Ten Basketball Conference. The Pistons make it 8 in a row with an impressive win over one of the NBA's best teams. Pistons pile on the Boston Celtics 117-97. Detroit with one of its longest winning streaks in recent years. Cade Cunningham, 21 points, 11 assists. Tobias Harris, 16 points, 9 rebounds. But it was Malik Beasley who stole the show with a game-high 26 points off the bench. Shot 6 of 11 from three-point land. Your latest local weather forecast for the day today. 50-50 chance of snow showers. Mostly cloudy skies, highs in the mid-30s. Northwest winds 10-15. Friday snow showers return to the area. It could be heavy at times. It's the next big winter band to come through the area. Friday highs in the mid-20s. New snow accumulation 4 to 6 inches possible. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. This is your latest Newberry News Update on M123 FM.